Guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. I am Michelle from Fine Natural Hair and Faith, and in today's video we're going to look at some ways that you could be ruining your strands because you're cheap. So is being cheap or costing you your strands? Let's get right to it. Number one, you're DIYing everything. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with doing DIYs. I do them myself. But you want to DIY your haircut. You want to DIY all of your products. You want to use like the food you eat to like put it in your hair. And let's be clear about something. Things like protein treatments need to be hydrolyzed, or they don't have the ability, because of the size of the molecules of the proteins, they don't have the ability to really get into the hair shaft unless they're hydrolyzed. So those eggs and mayonnaise and all that stuff you're using, it may have a nice surface response. Your hair may respond in a way on the surface, but it is not penetrating and going deeper. So DIYs are good. You can do them sometimes, but let's not DIY everything. DIYing your haircut and then wondering why your hair is not shaped properly, or it just doesn't look good, or your ends don't stay free of split ends. Like, you know, let's not be too cheap and DIY everything. The second way being cheap is costing you your strands is that you may not be investing in quality hair products or hair tools. By that, I don't just mean your conditioners, stylers, and conditioners. I'm talking about the quality of like maybe the hair tools you use to style your hair, cheap brushes or cheap combs. Those things will ruin your strands because they're not made with quality materials. For example, I like to use a seamless comb or a seamless brush when detangling my hair when it's super like ridiculously detangled. Now, I like the easy detangler, but when I really have a lot of tangles and I need to go in, it is a good job to have an alternative to the cheapy brush, because I don't want to like destroy my strands. I want to use quality hair products. Same thing with hair dryers. You know, it's okay to use, you know, some of these little $10 hair dryers sometimes, but let's be real, those things sometimes are not controlled with their heat temperatures properly. You want to invest in the right hair products and hair tools for your hair so that you don't shred your strands. As far as the hair products go, if you're buying the really cheap stuff, I guarantee it's filled with lots of chemicals. Now, I know some people say, well, they love their like $2 swab and all that. Well, you do you, boo. That's okay if that works for you. But we're talking about, and because you know, of course, there's always exceptions to the rule. But we're talking about, let's say your hair is just not thriving and you're being cheap. These are some of the ways that being cheap are costing you your strands. The third and final thing that could be costing you your strands because you're being cheap is you're not investing in learning about your hair. So this one is about time. Not taking the time to learn about your hair porosity, the products that work best for your hair, investing in tools. There are so many things that can help you to learn to care for your hair. They are very useful tools. There's books, there's journals, there's hair courses, there is even self-teaching courses that, you know, if you really want to see your hair thrive, you need to invest some money and time. Now, if you know all about your hair and you're doing well and everything is excelling and wonderfully, this might not apply to you. But this is just to, you know, provoke some thinking into why your strands may not be responding the way that they should. And it could be that you're just being cheap. Granted, things like courses on hair, like I know Henna Soup does some of them, they may not be cheap, but again, it's an investment. A lot of the ladies that you see who have like voluminous hair, really super long hair, they have invested time, money, and energy basically into discovering their hair, what it likes, what it doesn't like. It's just really about what do you want to see come from your hair? Like, if you're okay with like the shortcuts and doing that, you even have to invest time in that, because you got to invest time in making sure it's cut properly so that it can be maintained properly. You have to invest time in maintaining your hair, making sure you have a wash day, making sure you have an actual hair routine. All of this is about protecting your strands, not just, you know, nilly-willy just doing whatever, or just lying, you know, around. You don't want to invest in satin hair bonnets or satin hair pillows and things like that. All of these are things that, like, if you're being cheap, these could be reasons why your strands are not looking great. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you weren't offended. It's definitely an opinion piece, but I found that when I was doing some of these things, my hair wasn't really thriving. And now that I'm taking the time to invest in it, it is starting to thrive. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless you. I will see you in my next video.